Hi, bye. There's a dog back there. Ryder. Hi. So if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that for about the last year, I have really struggled with my skin. Back last December, so not the 2017 one, but the one before that, I had a dual-sided elbow surgery. So you can see, and I've talked about it on my channel a good few times, but basically one of the biggest side effects I had from that surgery was that all of the anesthetics and the painkillers and the steroids and the anti-inflammatories, all that stuff, basically just really messed with my internal chemistry in some way. I don't know if it was my hormones or just my body's reaction to the medication, but I broke out like crazy, like more than I have in my entire life. I've been really lucky to not have any kind of acne in my life. I think my dog is getting on a couch, there he goes. But I have been really fortunate to not have struggled with acne through most of my life. And then I had the surgery and basically all hell broke loose. So for the past year or so, I have been on a constant journey of trying to find skincare products that really work for me. And I've also mentioned this a ton on my channel, and it probably gets annoying, but I am allergic to fragrance, so the ingredient fragrance slash parfum. But one day when I was on the internet and I was watching a video where someone was talking about Glossier products, I decided to go and look them up and see if I could use them if they had fragrance in them. And much to my absolute delight, I figured out that Glossier is actually like pretty much all fragrance free. A couple of their products do have fragrance in them, but for the most part, things are advertised as fragrance-free, or they don't contain the, wow, voice crack, or they don't contain the ingredient that I'm allergic to, which is that fragrance parfum. So I'm so excited to be doing a full review on the Glossier skincare that I purchased. I started out kind of small. I say that, it's not really that small. I kind of bought a lot of stuff, but this is just kind of the basis. So what I did basically was order the set that had the Milky Jelly Cleanser, the Priming Moisturizer, and the lip balm, and then I bought a serum and 2 masks. So I'm gonna be telling you all about how they've worked for me as a girl with like ultra sensitive skin and how they have really, really, really helped my skin. Now, right now, I will say I just did a clarifying mask like 2 days ago, which I haven't done in like 2 months, which is so bad for my skin personally. So I did an Aztec clay mask and my skin broke out. But that's because I hadn't been clearing out my pores. That stuff's amazing. So I might look like I have a couple blemishes, but I'm telling you, this stuff has totally, completely, 100% changed my skin, and I'm so happy to talk about it. So let's get started with the kit. So I have been using these products for a couple weeks now. I got them, I believe, at the end of December maybe, or beginning of January, something like that. So this is the triple set box, or the like little trio that you can get that has the Milky Jelly Cleanser, the moisturizer, and the lip balm. So it comes in this adorable box, and right now these products aren't in here, but I will show them to you. But it comes in this adorable box that I love with the infamous pink pouches that I am absolutely obsessed with. I have multiple of them, and I actually have a couple more. I love these. Most of my stuff actually came in this big one, and then I've just kind of collected other ones throughout the time. But these things are amazing. Don't throw them away. Use them for travel, whatever. That's not part of the review. But basically everything came in this box that tells you all about the different the different products that come in the box, which is amazing. And then of course it's got a cute little illustration, and I actually now have this on display on my vanity because I think it's that cute. But it came in this box. So the first product that I really love, that I really didn't expect to love because I thought it might be too gentle for my skin, but I think that's what's really, really helped my skin, is going back to basics. I think I was using stuff that was too harsh. I was using stuff that was really stripping my skin of all of the nutrients that it needed versus, you know, really letting my skin heal. So this is amazing. This is very gentle, and this is the Milky Jelly Cleanser. This is probably their most famous skincare item. This is a really light cleanser, so it's awesome, and it is like a very milky jelly consistency, hence the name. So this is also a makeup remover. I will say this is not for this kind of makeup removal. It will get the job done. You just have to work a little bit harder, but I typically use my Clinique Take the Day Off makeup cleansing balm, and then I will use this to get anything else extra. That really gets everything else off. But if I have a day where I'm just wearing mascara and like eyebrows or something, this is really amazing to take off makeup. And then you can also put it on wet skin for a gentle clean. And it's basically just really great. And I think because it is so simple, it's not harsh on your skin, it doesn't strip away all the natural oils, it doesn't like, you know, basically dry your skin out. And I've surprised how much I love this, and I thought I needed to use an acne cleanser. Turns out I didn't. I really just needed to go back to basics. So this stuff is amazing. I use it mostly at night. I don't usually cleanse my face in the morning, which you may think is kind of gross, but if I do that, I get way too dry and then it makes me more oily. So I just do nighttime, but I love this. I'll use it in the shower or just at my sink. So the next thing that comes in that trio is the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. So this stuff is really great. Again, I did not expect to like this because I thought it was gonna be too light. And I will say, I do think I'm gonna go and get the rich version of this to use at night and then use this in the morning. But I've used it day and night before I put on makeup or before or after I do all my skincare, and it's really great. Again, it's really light. I really like it. It doesn't have any fragrance to it, which is amazing. And it honestly is like, it's just really lightweight and nice, and it sinks into the skin well, and I've really been enjoying it. So far the trio is amazing, and the last thing that comes in the trio, I got the unscented one again, or the fragrance-free one, is the Glossier Balm.com lip balm. This to me got a ton of hype online, at least that I remember seeing. Ryder, stop please. But to be completely and totally honest, unless you're getting the trio, which saves you a little bit of money, I don't think this is super necessary. I think this is kind of a, you know, it's a skin salve. It's like a lip balm, but you can use it on your cuticles and stuff. But there's a ton at the drugstore that are super cheap that I think are basically the same thing. So don't run out of your way to go and buy this. But if you do the trio, you do save a little bit of money and you get a lip balm. So love the trio. It has been amazing for me and I've really loved it. And then as sort of my like additions to the basic package, I decided to go for the mask set, which I am really excited about because these masks are really, really hard to find without fragrance in them. And these two are, they kind of go together, so you can use them both or use them individually or use them kind of in multi-mask, as they say. But one is the Mega Greens Galaxy Pack, and this is the detoxifying face mask. This is not the one I used that broke me out, so don't worry about that. And this is the Moisturizing Moon Mask. So this one is the blue one, and then this one, of course, is the green one because it's called greens. But I really like these. The green one I always do first. It kind of suggests doing that on the website, so that's just what I do. But this is a detoxifying mask, and this is very similar to me to the Aztec Clay Mask. If you've never done an Aztec Clay Mask, they're amazing. I will do, like, I could do an entire video on how much I love the Aztec Healing Clay. Amazing. But this is kind of similar in that it's a detoxifying mask and it dries very similarly, but it's way more lightweight. So I typically use this when I want that detoxifying effect, but I don't want to go through the process of doing the Aztec Healing Clay because it's a little messy. So this is really great. It does, I noticed kind of, not tingles, not the right word, but you can feel it working on your skin, which kind of freaked me out at first, and then I got used to it. So that's really great. And I feel like this makes my skin feel really good. It reduces redness. It kind of gets in there and cleans some stuff out as well. So you might get something that comes up to the surface, but overall, this stuff is pretty great. This one, I really love this one because I have oily skin, but I also have kind of dry patches on my skin. So I'm not combination, but I basically get flaky in certain areas. And so this to me is amazing. Tip for you. Tastes terrible. Avoid getting this in your mouth at all costs. When I first got this, it had one of those like seals over the top and I couldn't get it off, so I stupidly kind of grabbed it with my teeth and then it exploded in my mouth and it was among the most horrible taste I've ever tasted. So don't do that. But this again is a moisturizing mask. You put it on for 20 minutes. Both of them are 20 minutes. It feels like it never really dries, but it feels like this really thick, cooling moisturizer, and this stuff will hydrate your skin. I am telling you, I have not used a mask like this that really added back in that moisture, and I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. So if you do the little duo pack, you do save a little bit of money, but if one speaks to you more than the other and you want to start by trying one of them out, do that. But you can get a little bit of a discount in the bundle, which is something I love that Glossier does, is they do bundles of different products so you can save a little bit of cash monies. Speaking of saving money, this is not a sponsored video. Everyone gets one of these when you do a Glossier purchase, but I do have a referral code that will save you 10%, I believe, if you want to use that. And then it also helps me out, but then you can get your own and share it. It's great, good fun, but you can save money. Oh, and I forgot to mention, most of this stuff is like very affordable. Like, I don't think that there's anything that I was like okay, that's way expensive, which I expected it to be way more expensive, but it's actually pretty reasonably priced, and especially their serums. Now this for me was the most shocking thing because I have been looking for serums for quite a while now. I used the UFO oil by Sunday Riley for a while and it did great things for my skin, but that sucker's like 80 bucks full size and like 44 for a smaller one. So I got the $44 one during the Sephora sale, so it was even cheaper, but it was amazing. But I was like, I can't afford to keep buying that oil. And then much to my surprise and delight, found out that Glossier does their super pure serum, and the serum is like so reasonably priced. I want to say it was like 20 something bucks. It might be a little bit more expensive than that, but I'm telling you guys, serums are stupid expensive. But I think I am gonna get the trio next time, but I just started out with the super pure, and this one is a breakout calming serum. So this is great for if you're having breakouts, or if you were having like kind of painful, dry, stingy, you know, painful to the touch acne the way that I was. This stuff is amazing. You can see I've already used about half of it, and also the bottle is so aesthetically pleasing, but this stuff is great, you guys. I really love it, and this to me works exactly the same as that UFO oil, and it's like a quarter of the price. I highly, highly recommend this to you guys. They also have two others, the Bounce and the, I can't remember the name of the other one. Anyway, but they do a trio again, so you can save a little bit of money. Oh my God, there's a dog. Hello. Hello, Mr. Thank you. But I highly recommend these, and I do want to try the other ones. I think there's a hydrating one and then like a brightening one. So love this. This has done wonders for me, and I absolutely adore it, and the price tag. That's actually it for all of the skincare, but I thought I would go ahead and throw in here the other two products I have, which are the only makeup products I have from Glossier. One of them was a Christmas gift, and this is the Wowder, which is their like setting powder slash kind of, I don't think it's really, what do they call it? They just call it Wowder. It's not powder, it's Wowder. I think that's on their site. But this is a like facial kind of setting powder. This is, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this, where it's so finely milled and it's beautiful and it like lays on your skin really well, but sometimes it's so lightweight, I can't even tell that I'm wearing it. And it's not exactly like, it's mattifying, but it's not at the same time. I feel like this is great for days when you want to give, because it does have a little bit of tint to it, so they have 3 different shades. It gives you a little bit of coverage on a day where you don't really want to wear a lot of makeup, which is kind of Glossier's thing, is like makeupless makeup. Like I think it's skin first, makeup second, you always, or something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, back to the Wowder. This stuff is pretty good. I would recommend it, but again, it's not like this powder that like just made me drop dead in my seat and be like, oh my God, this is the best powder ever. But it is pretty nice, and it does have a cool way of like dispensing the product, where it has that little like trampoline netting kind of thing, which does help it not be so messy, but sometimes I feel like it can be a little hard to get product out of. But I do like the way this looks on my skin. I think I'm just used to like a baking powder. This is not for baking. And the last thing I have from Glossier is the Glossier Boy Brow. This is probably their most famous product, and it is a tinted brow gel, which I actually do not have on today. Oh my God, I'm gonna mess this up in my viewfinder. But this is a tinted brow gel that, for me, oh, my contacts just went all wonky. Oh my God, I could have totally messed this up. I'm using my viewfinder instead of a mirror. Oh, I mean, it's fine. This for me is best because I like a darker brow on a day-to-day basis. You can see I have a little gap right there. But I like a darker brow on a day-to-day basis. But on days where I'm not really wanting to wear makeup, but I still want to look a little bit put together, like if I'm going, I don't know, like shopping with a friend and I don't want to put a full face of makeup on, this is really great to do that. So it kind of gives you some tint to your brows. It's not going to give you this look, but it will give you tint to your brows, and it will kind of fill in some gaps where you need it. But this is definitely, if you're into a lighter makeup look, I think you'll really, really like this. Or you can use it like I did on top of your brows, but I do love this for days where I'm not really wearing makeup. So that is great. So that's everything I have from Glossier. I highly, highly rate every product that I used, except for the lip balm. That's fine. You don't need the lip balm, but everything else, if you're a fragrance-free girl, or if you're somebody that has super sensitive skin, or you're having trouble with acne, I mean, obviously if you're having trouble with acne, like talk to a dermatologist, talk to your doctor, but I went from using really harsh products to really dialing it back and trying out Glossier products, and they did wonders for me. I truly believe it's what finally cleared up my skin. So they've done wonders for me. So I think if you're having issues, it's definitely worth a try. They're semi-affordable. They're not drugstore prices, but they're not high-end either. So I think it's really worth your time to check it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave any questions or comments down below, and I will get back to you. I respond to all of my comments. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. In the meantime, my name is Parker, this is Stories in the Dust, and I really hope you'll stick around a while. Bye guys!